All right. Hey, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by getting our glory, honor, praise, and fear to your Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also get double honors to Apostle and Elder Millstone who do well. This is your brother Hakam, member of the GMS Atlanta Church, and we're back again today with another video. And this one's going to be called Grape, a look into Grape. That sounds crazy. A look into Deuteronomy 22 and 28. Now, if you go into this verse, a lot of jakes, they like to say that grape isn't in the Bible or something along those lines. This is a hard pill for Jake to swallow necessarily. I'm not sure why. But if you go into the verse of Deuteronomy 22 and 28, it says that if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found. It's really, you can start up really to 22, because from Deuteronomy 22 to 22 to 30 is all revolving around marriage laws. Okay, the first couple verses talking about adultery and so on and so forth. Now, when you get down to the nitty gritty, okay, back then in Israel, okay, well, woman would get raped. Oh, there was a video. A woman would get raped. Okay, it's not a hard concept to understand. It's not, something difficult to understand, which, things like that happen. Okay, and even today, in Hamland, okay, in the land of Africa, okay, things like that happen. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of, and I'm not sure which brother I was listening to said something along these lines, but he's basically saying in Nigeria, okay, a lot of the royalty, okay, if say a king has a daughter, okay, his daughter might get raped, or she will have, guards or so on and so forth, because she might get raped, all right, because a man would try to basically get into that inheritance. He'll try to join into that family, all right, which we'll get into that and why, okay, there's a transaction going on after a woman gets raped, because a woman's nothing more a possession, which right now, okay, for a woman, okay, before she gets married, okay, she has the last name of her father. All right. And then as she gets married, okay, her virginity gets taken, or, so on and so forth. Okay, she puts on the last name, okay, of her husband. Okay, so a woman's nothing more than a possession. Thus saying that, okay, when a family is joined together, back then in ancient Israel, that's a substance going on. Is why a woman is known as a transaction, or even called woman, okay, back in the day, what, booty. Okay, a pirate would raid a ship and say, oh, arg, where's the booty? Okay, because a woman's nothing more than a possession. Okay, and when you go into ancient Israel, okay, well, when that possession would get taken, okay, well, someone have to give out a dowry. Okay, not a dowry, but a shekels. Okay, for that possession. Okay, so I'll say like that, and I'll read the verse. There's a Deuteronomy 22 verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is betrothed. Okay, betrothed meaning what? Let's look at that word betrothed. Oh, sorry, which is not betrothed. Look at that word betrothed. It says arash, engaged. Okay, so a woman. Okay, like I said, if you go into later laws, earlier laws in 22, through like 27, it goes into she cries out. She doesn't cry out, they're both put to death because her ass is fast and nigga's just horny. Or if she does cry out as she's getting raped, then the adulterer gets stoned. The woman can be let free. So on and so forth. But this is talking about a woman who is not betrothed. All right. So let's keep on going. So she's not engaged, and lay hold on her. Let's look at that word lay hold, because that's the point of the video, is the word lay hold. It's the posh. It's lucky, man. The pollen is fucking killing me. Ever since Saturday, bro. Like, whew. Saturday is a war day, man, because that shit and that pollen whooped my ass. I'm holding strong with the spirit, but even now, I'm still kind of fucked up off that pollen. But it is what it is. It says, to seize, i.e. seize, chiefly to capture, wield, specifically to overlay, figuratively to use, unwarrantably, which I really want this word to seize. And we're going to look that word up. Let's look at that word seize. The word seize says to take hold, or suddenly, or forcibly. So the man's taking hold of the woman, okay, forcibly and suddenly means what? She's getting raped. Because I'll show you, okay, if you go to the Etymon online, okay, the Etymon dictionary, if you go to the word grape, it literally says to seize prey, okay? And whenever you people want to believe it or not, okay, you people out there, brothers already know, okay, a woman's a fucking prey out here, man. A woman's a prey. All right, you see these hoes walking around fucking 10:30 at night with fucking a damn mini skirt on. That's a fucking prey, man. Okay, right for the picking. And where women go out to clubs, okay, they're fucking prey, man. Okay. You know, and they're just looking for the best predator to take their ass, basically. Okay, whether that be with money. Okay, but this is talking about forcibly being taken. All right, which happened in ancient Israel. It's not a hard thing to understand. To seize, prey, abduct, to take, carry off by force. Okay. So same thing as the word seize, as we looked up. Okay, oops. I'm gonna get that in a minute. Back to that word seize. Once again, it says what? To seize, chiefly to capture. Okay, look at that word. Up is once again is to take hold of suddenly and forcibly. So this woman is getting raped. So what's the ultimate, okay, punishment, okay, or judgment for this woman getting raped, okay, when she's not betrothed, when she's not married, all right, and lie with her, and they be found, okay. So he's found in the act of rape, okay, because things happen, okay. The Lord always has fail safes, okay. He's a omnipotent power. He's perfect. You don't think he thought about Jake raping women? Come on, bro. And it shows you how fucking simple Jake is, man. You get butthurt at fucking grape. Deuteronomy 22 verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. Okay, 50 shekels. Shekel. Okay. So a shekel is basically a shekel. A shekel, let's see, search. Ergot, see what the word ergot is. A monetary unit in Israel equal to 1/100th of a shekel. Ergot to USD. Okay, so 100 ergot coins is current to 0.1 United States dollars. Okay, and it takes how many ergots to make? So 100 ergots. So you do the math on that, but we understand. Okay, that's just talking about. It's 50 shekels of silver. That's how much he would give the husband. So that's how much he would give the fathers. Okay, and there's a consequence if he does go in onto the woman. He can't put that woman away. And we'll read it. It says, and she had been his wife, because he had humbled her, he may not put her away all his days. So you're stuck with the bitch. You can't put the bitch away. You can't divorce her. Okay, now you're stuck with the bitch because of your lust, okay, over that woman that you couldn't control, okay, You got hot in the pants. You had to grape. You had to take C's. Okay. You had to posh her ass. Okay. You had to posh her. Okay. Well, guess what? It was the posh the quaba. You had to posh your ass. Okay. Well, guess what? Now your ass is married to her forever, and you can't put her away. You cannot put her away, and you have to pay that 50 shekels of silver. So there's a judgment on even doing the grape. Okay. You got hot in the pants, well, nigga, now you got to pay 50 shekels of silver to the father, and now you can't put that woman away. No, how annoying she is, okay? Guess what? Because of her beauty that you could, that you can stop lusting after, okay? Now, you're stuck with this bitch forever, okay? A man shall not take his, okay, I don't need that last part, but I'm going to show you that when talks, which I already went to seize, okay, but there's another verse that uses that word, the posh, okay, I believe that, yeah, the word the posh. Okay, and it's actually the verse before it, which is Deuteronomy 21, verse 18. And you're going to see that it's actually a forcible thing that's going on. It's not, okay, just, hey, come here, let me put you in the van. No. Okay, it's him actually going, okay, and taking hold on the woman and doing what he got to do. All right. Deuteronomy 21, verse 18. And there's once again, hold on, let me break down that part of, why he has to give 50 shekels of silver, because a woman is nothing more than a possession. This is the book of Sirach 36:24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Okay, so a woman is a possession. Okay, so you're basically trading the possession from the father to the husband. Okay, and this is why the woman gets the man's last name. Once again, as I basically quoted one of the brothers said what? Okay, in Nigeria, a man would rape basically, it was a video. A man would rape, okay, a king's daughter in order to inherit riches or wealth. Okay, to basically get in onto the royal family's wealth. So you don't think that was going on back then in Israel? Okay, when they even had you know documents of lineage back then. All right, you know, it's not hard to believe that these things would go on back then in ancient Israel. All right, you know, if I know someone's a upper class, okay, and their daughter's lacking, okay, and I'm fucking dirt poor, and I know if I seize the moment, I take hold of the moment, and I grape this woman, well then, I'm up now. All I gotta do is pay 50 shekels of silver, which that's probably a high amount, okay, but all you gotta do is pay 50 shekels, and next thing you know, you're married into royalty. You're married into a high standard of living. All right. So it's another reason why grape would go down in the ancient world. So going back to Deuteronomy 21, verse 18, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him. Let's look at that word, lay hold. It's the posh. When your kids are acting up, okay? I'm not talking about fucking Edomites. Edomites don't fucking beat their kids. That's why you have a bunch of fucking monstrous monsters running around, referring to the book of 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. Okay, just doing crazy shit. Shooting up schools. Fuck you, mom. Okay? You know, they have no regard for anything because they weren't punished. They weren't, well, they didn't get their ass beat. So what happens with a disobedient child? They get laid hold on them, okay? Laid hold on him and bring him onto the elders of the city and onto the gates of his place. So when the mother and father, okay, say, God damn, this son is fucking stubborn. He's rebellious. He don't want to do shit. He want to sit on the fucking couch and eat Frosted Flakes and milk and play whatever they played back then. Okay, I don't know what ancient games they fucking played back then, but you know, he wants to sit down there and just do bullshit all goddamn day. He doesn't put on his father's trade or so on and so on and so forth. Goddamn, this nigga don't even on his damn bar mitzvah. But for real, okay, he don't want to do shit. What happens? They will lay hold on him, which is the same word as in Deuteronomy 22. Okay, once again, lay hold. To seize, to capture. Okay, showing you it's not a light thing that the man's going over there to capture the woman or to seize or to take hold on her. He's literally graping her. But he has to pay a fine. This kid, okay, his ass is getting stoned. All right? His ass is getting fucked up. So this is the video I did on the topic of grape. Okay, Lord's will, it's edifying. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was clear and to the point. I don't want to just keep on rambling on. But it should be very clear, you know, that, well, you know, grape happened in the ancient world. And it happens today. There's nothing new under the sun. All right? You know, today is a harsher sentence. You're not going to give the father 50 shekels. You know, this is why the scripture is going to end it off on that. Romans 13. Okay. Romans 13. And of course it doesn't. The book of Romans 13 verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Yeah, okay. So there's laws against grape in this land. You don't want to sit down there and go hoe hunting and take hold of someone's damn daughter. Your ass get shot down and dead, or Esau's gonna throw your ass away and lock up the key, and your ass gonna be on the news. You know, let the ministry be blameless. Hebrew Israelite, according to Deuteronomy 22, you can go around. You don't want that, okay? But we're doing this for edification's sake, okay? To shine a light on the laws of the Heavenly Father. All right, but with that, actually, I'm gonna read 2 and then close it up. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of God, and they that resist shall receive to them damnation. So very point blank and clear. Hopefully that video is edifying. That one say Shalom, call Halayim La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And Lord's will, this video is edifying. Lord's will, y'all can enjoy it. Shalom, shalom.